To come off of cloud nine yet after your England debut?
Yeah. Back into work today, so yeah, good to be back. Good to see my teammates, staff, and yeah, back to normality, I suppose.
Did your debut live up to your expectations?
Yeah, it was special. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, definitely pulling that shirt on. Yeah, it's very special. Yeah, very grateful, and yeah, I loved it. I loved it from start to finish. To be honest, yeah, it were a great experience, and yeah, it's something that I'm very proud to have achieved.
How did you find your first experience of being part of a senior England camp?
Good, yeah, enjoyed it. Enjoyed meeting new people, new players and staff. A lot of new faces. Really, I didn't know many people, so but everyone were really good, really down to earth, and made me feel very welcome. So. Yeah, only got good things to say about the group that I worked with at the weekend. Yeah.
What do you think you learned from it?
Not sure yet. Maybe just confident in my ability, and sort of confidence in the reasons why I was there, and sort of not trying to change too much, and probably just having some confidence and belief in my ability, but obviously. Not too much, and not going down the arrogance route. Probably just that I'd done well to get there, and just keep doing that, because that's sort of why I was there.
And what was it like having Mikey Lewis and Jez Litton with you there as well? I know Jez obviously missed out on going to France due to illness.
Yeah, we're good. Obviously familiar faces. You obviously work with them too every single day, and having Sam Wood there as well. I'm good friends with Sam, so that was good to have sort of familiar faces within the group, but also wanted to just get out of my comfort zone a bit and speak to new people as well, because I see them boys all the time, so I just speak to new people, make new friendships, and try and learn a bit. That's what it were about. So yeah, good to spend time with them boys, but also good to get to know new people as well and make new friendships.
Upon reflection, how do you think you went in the game?
Yeah, good. I thought I did my job well, and quite happy with how I performed. Yeah. I think we probably struggled as a team the first 20 minutes of the game, not respecting the ball and making errors and penalties, that kind of thing, and we probably defended a bit more than we wanted to, but I think once we started completing well and got in, sort of in a set for set with the French, we probably showed the quality that we did have on the day, and I think that's probably why the scoreline sort of blew out in the end, because of what we did, and but we just probably didn't build enough pressure, which is disappointing, and as a whole, we should have been better, really.
Have you managed to speak to Sean Wayne since the game?
Yeah, I spoke with him. I spoke with him, and exchanged a few good words with him. So yeah, it was a shame that he wasn't there for the camp and the game, but regardless of whether he was there or not, it was a massive privilege for me, and obviously we knew we were watching, and still had to try and impress him. So yeah, I spoke with him. Yeah.
What's he said to you about your game, and perhaps what you need to do to try and keep your spot in the squad for the 2 tests against Samoa at the end of the year? Just about doing what I've been doing, like I said at the start. Really, just why I was there is because of my club form, and not trying to change that, and not coming back to my club and doing anything different. It's just doing what I've been doing for the last 16 rounds, I think. I can't remember. So yeah, just keep doing that and keep doing what I'm doing at OKR, and I believe that those sort of things will take care of itself. I don't try. I'm not going to try and worry about thinking about the Samoa the tests at the end of the year. It's my focus is now back on OKR and leading this club to where we want to get to. Just finally on the England-France game, I don't know how much of the coverage of it you managed to see, but what did you make of the criticism of the test itself in terms of the low attendance and lack of TV coverage?
I didn't actually see any of it myself, but obviously heard about it. But I think no doubt about it. It probably should have been better, shouldn't it? Really, let's be honest. The poor attendance and the lack of TV coverage isn't the best message to send, I suppose. With where the game's at the minute in an international game, it's a bit of a shame, really, that was the circumstances. But look, as a player and as a debutant, I would just focus on that and playing for England and representing my country and this club. I'll let the people above me worry about that kind of thing, and
not get above my station, because it's not to do with me. Basically, I'm just happy to be there.
Of course, getting back to the bread and butter of Hull Kingston Rovers in the Super League season. Firstly, slightly jealous of your teammates getting to jet set away if you were looking on Instagram.
Nah, I'd rather do what I did a million times over. But yeah, no, I've come in today and there's a few lads a bit more of a tan than usual, so no doubt they'll tell me how good their holidays were. But no, I absolutely would rather play for my country a million times over than go on holiday. I've got the rest of my life to go on holiday, so yeah, once in a lifetime thing. And well, I hope it wasn't once in a lifetime thing, but no, I would. I've got the rest of my days to go on holiday, so I'll make sure I get away when I can.
Indeed. What kind of shape do you think the team is in heading into this final stretch of the regular Super League season?
Good. I think, where we sat in the league, we sat in third, so we've got to be positive about that and good. But I think there's definitely more in us, more improvement, which is exciting, because we sat third and we 2 points off the top. But I don't think we've actually clicked yet. I think his attack's probably been down last few weeks. Before the break against Castleford, definitely we didn't attack well, and the game before against Lee, we didn't really attack well, but. Yeah, which is exciting, I suppose. I'm looking at it from on a positive slant. We've got work to do, but we've got work to do, and we sat third in the league. Well, I'll take that all day long. So it's probably just keep on with our defence, keep being a tough team to break down, and then just tightening things up with the ball in offence, and be more clinical, and take our opportunities, look after the ball, complete higher. There's loads to work on in offence, which is exciting. So yeah.
Based upon that, perhaps untapped potential, how confident then do you feel that this side, if it does click together, can break into the top two and finish there come the end of the regular season?
Well, I think our performances will take care of that. I think, we don't want to look 10, 11 weeks down the line at when we finish and, where we want to get to. We just take it, it's cliche and a boring answer, but we take it week by week, and if we perform well and we tighten those things up, then confident that we'll get the results, and then the league position will take care of itself, because you can't go into a game thinking, we want to win. Well, of course we want to win, but we want to perform well, and if we perform well to the best of our ability as our team, confident on the day that we can beat every single team. So it's about getting a performance right, and results come on the back of that.
Is Catalans at home perhaps the perfect first game after the break in terms of the level of opposition you're facing at Craven Park?
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know. Obviously they're a great team. I've got a lot of respect for them. We've got some really good players and well coached. I think whoever we were playing, it'd have been a great game, and it's going to be a really tough arm wrestle. They're a big physical side, so we're gonna have to be on. But yeah, just like no other game really. Any other game, sorry. We're going to have to be at our best. For me, they're a top 4 team, Catalan. I think their league position probably doesn't do them justice. We've had some tough times over there over the years, so we're going to expect no different when they come to us on Saturday, and we're going to have to be on.
How are you feeling about coming up against Jordan Abdul again?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but it's just like playing any other team, any other player. Give him the respect that we would do anyone else, and just go out and do our job. I don't have much else to say on it.
No, that's all right. And then, of course, you're playing at the same time as England at the Euros. Will you be trying to keep an eye on that at all?
No, not at all. It's a bit unfortunate, but no, we've got a job to do. I think Jez Litton might be wearing his England boxes for the game, but other than that, no one else will be bothered, mate. We want them to win, obviously, and then, but yeah, we'll just check it after the game.
Elliot, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Minnie, I think everything's covered my end there. Cheers, Paul.
Cheers, Matt. Thanks, Paul.
Hiya, Elliot. You alright?
Hey, Gary, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you, mate. You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. Were the main lessons you learned from your England experience perhaps more off the field, like the feelings of being in camp and what you can and can't do and things like that?
Yeah, maybe, but I think those sort of standards we have here as well. We have them at our club, and it's just about being a good person, a good professional. How you act when you are at training, how you act when you're away from training. It's something we're big on here, to be honest. So it wasn't a big shock to me. It's just for me, it's how you should carry yourself as a Super League player and as a representative of OKR. That's what I try to do every single day, and it's no different when we're on England camp. You're looked at, you're a role model to others. We had a long time sat in an airport and people probably looking at us, and you have to act the right way. Yeah, you got to come across the right way because you're representing a whole lot of people. So that one no different. Like I said, we have those sort of standards at OKR, and it wasn't really any different, to be quite honest. It's just what's expected of you as a Super League player and a rugby league player.
Did you get many strange talks at Manchester Airport while you were waiting for the plane?
Yeah, it was a long time sat around, played a lot of cards. But again, just dealing with that, it wasn't straightforward. It was a bit of adversity, and we could have dealt with that in a negative way and sort of let it affect us, and a whole load of things. But I think the group we had and quite experienced, and we just took it in a stride, I suppose. It wasn't ideal, let's be honest. No one wanted to sit in an airport for 6 hours, but those are the cards. Those are the cards we were dealt, and it was just right. Crack on with it, and we couldn't change it. So, what can you do? You can't sit around moaning about it or getting frustrated. It was just right. How can we make this positive?
I was going to ask, was your flight delayed, but you ended up sat in the airport for 6 hours?
About that, yeah, something like that. Maybe longer. I can't remember now.
I know Manchester Airport really well. I don't think there's 6 hours worth of entertainment in the place.
I think I'll probably know it better than you now.
Were you in Terminal? Were you in like Terminal 2 or were you in the little Terminal, Terminal 3?
1, I think it was. Small one.
The old one.
Yeah, that's it, with a circle thing at the top. So
there's only so many branches of Starbucks you can see for 6 hours.
Yeah, like I said, we just played that much cards, so I'm a pro at it now. Can't wait to take all the money off all the lads that are back here.
I was going to say it was money exchange at the cards as well.
So no, we're good. Look, it was just those are the circumstances, and they crack on. So look, there's worse things we could have been doing. That was my sort of outlook on it. Getting ready to play a test match in France, so I'd have sat there all day if you'd asked me to. I couldn't care less.
Do you feel as though the way the game went and the results sort of reaffirmed your belief in what you do, rather than you sort of learning new things?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's probably what I took from it. It was more of a, what I've been doing is working and doing more, just do it more often and more consistently. And yeah, that's, like I said, I'm not going to try and do anything different. That was the message from the coaching staff. Look, you're here for a reason, and what you've been doing is been effective, and you've been good at it. So do it for England. So that's just the message I got, and that's, for me, that's, I was pleased with that. It meant that what I've been doing for the last year, 18 months at OKR has been working, and they didn't ask me to do anything different. It was just go and do what I normally do, and it was easy for me, sort of thing, because it was just what I do it week in, week out, just with different people around me. So in terms of that, it was really easy just to fit into that team and do my role for another team. Really, that's how I looked at it, and the coaching staff were happy, and it went well.
The atmosphere around the game, or rather the lack of it, was quite different to a club game. I guess you've got a home game now where the stands will be packed. Then you've got the whole derby, so the stands will be packed for that. Must have been a very different experience than a club game for you in terms of the atmosphere.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the atmosphere probably wasn't as it wasn't at that level. It was a strange scenario, really. But again, I was there on debut, and I would just. Like I said, it's not for me to comment. Like, I'd have played in the park if I'm quite honest with you, mate. You know what I mean? As long as I pulled that England shirt on, and all the stuff that getting presented with my cap and everything like that, and it was a massive honour. I'd have played in the park with 10 people watching. Honestly, it's not for me to worry about. I understand the way it looked and all that, and I probably agree with you that it wasn't the best, but. Look, for me as a player on debut, I absolutely loved it, and I'll never forget it for whatever, for whether there were 100,000 people there or 1,000, still my England debut, and I'm very proud to have achieved that.
When you play club rugby, does the atmosphere sort of come into it for you?
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, I think playing at the club I play at, OKR, for me, I think we've got one of the best atmospheres in the league, especially at home, and that's something we thrive off as a team. We love playing in front of our fans, especially that East Stand. So I think it definitely does. And obviously when we go away, we have a very good away following as well. And they get us. It's a home away from home when we go and travel. So Yeah, of course, players recognise it. Recognise your support. Of course, you do. They're the people that we play for. The position I'm in, we represent this club and try and do it for our actions, and we do that for this community of East Hull. Yeah, 100%. So without fans, the club's, pretty much, as you know, they're the heartbeat of the club. They'll be long here after I'm gone, and for generations to come. So those fans are why you do it.
Just a couple of last quick ones looking forward. I mean, you mentioned that Samoa's not entering your thinking or anything, is it? But your main position, the contenders for your position, don't even play in this country, do they? Do you even sort of start to look at what guys like Victor Radley and Morgan Smithies are doing, or do you just focus on what you do?
Yeah, just focus on me, mate. Honestly, I'm not starting to come into my head. I can't control that. Look, they're two very quality players. I think Morgan knows at Saints as well. He's a very quality, high quality player, and we all play the same position. So, my focus is leading this club and doing it week in, week out, performing the best I can consistently, and then that hopefully gives Sean a headache come the end of the year. But I can't waste time. I can't waste my energy worrying about other people and how they're performing, because then I'll probably won't be as good as my game won't be as good. So I respect all three of them. I think they're all very quality players, but at the same time, I'm sure they're not watching me. So I just got to do what I can control, and that's playing well every week.